Joining us now is former Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura, author of the new book, DemoCRIPS and ReBLOODlicans, No More Gangs in Government. Your basic premise, Governor, is that because of the way campaigns are financed, it's basically bribes are what you're calling it. So you're bribing people, and then you have favors that are due once they're in office, and it's one big incestuous system. Basically, that's it, right?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. You don't even need to interview me. You did a good job right there.
I'm trying to figure out how long it's been that way. I mean, I could see maybe it's gotten worse, but if you don't know who the people are that are running, you don't know who to vote for. I just don't, it seems like you can't separate the two. I don't know how you do it any other way. You want to just, and we try to limit it so many different ways and so many different times, and something always sneaks through the cracks anyway.
Well, how about open disclosure? They don't even have to tell now where they get the money from. The money's coming in by the boatloads from the corporations.
Who do you think it's coming from? The mafia? Are the corporations any worse than the unions, or any worse than the billionaires, or any worse than the? I mean, everybody's got a right to try to elect the people they want to elect, right?
Yeah, but it's a system based on bribery. If you do that in the private sector, you go to jail. You can't bribe somebody in the private sector.
Governor, it's true. I understand selling books. I get it, book tours. I'm on one. So I understand titles like DemoCRIPS and ReBLOODlicans. But I wonder, have any real victims of real gang violence objected to what is obviously taking professional wrestling, merging it with politics, and coming out with a book?
What does professional wrestling have to do with it?
It's the whole attitude.
All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Crips for a moment. Their colors are blue. What's a blue state? That's a Democratic state. The Bloods are naturally red. What's a red state? A Republican state. And these parties are worse than the street gangs. You know why? Because the street gangs only affect people in the neighborhoods where they exist. The Democrats and Republicans affect every citizen in this country. And by the way, you left off billionaires. According to our research, billionaires increased their wealth 5 times as much in the last recession.
Governor, take Alan Jackson. He's running for prosecutor out in L.A. He's a gang prosecutor. I think he would quarrel with you a little bit, as would the victims that he's trying to get justice for, as would pretty much everyone I know in the victims' right, that real gangs are not anywhere near as damaging as political parties. It's just silly, Governor.
Really?
And I'm wondering
well, let's start adding up the wars. Let's start adding up through all the wars we fought lately. You know, I'm 60 years old now. And do you realize that my country has been at war for over half my life, and I'm post-World War II? Let's add up the wars and how many people die in those. How many civilian deaths happen daily because of our war that we wage in this country throughout the world. You don't add those in, do you?
No, I don't, Governor, because I think it's an argument that you've made before in public that we're responsible somehow for 9/11. But I want to go back to the real victims of real gang violence. You didn't answer the question. Did you talk to any real victims of real gang violence when you wrote this book?
I used to be in one. You're talking to somebody who's been there, done that. You're talking to a guy with life.
When you were governor?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Earlier in my life, I rode with the Mongols Motorcycle Club. They're just a motorcycle club. So are the Hells Angels. So are the Outlaws. So are the Pagans. We're just a motorcycle club.
I saw another interview. We haven't got that much time, but you're a fiscal conservative. I think you also believe in limited government, but you could see a role for government-run healthcare, and I see that. I don't see how you square that with limited government.
Okay, all right, government-run healthcare. What do we have for veterans? Government-run healthcare.
I understand that.
Okay, congressmen and senators, I show in the book.
I know.
They get 5 choices of government-run healthcare. Why should a congressman and senator get anything more than a regular citizen does? Why are they privileged and the rest of us aren't?
We're gonna do this again. Jesse Ventura, his book, DemoCRIPS, and ReBLOODlicans. That's not that easy to say. Thanks, Jesse. And now,
all right.
And thanks to my special guest tonight, Hugh Hewitt, in a programming night. We're going to be joined by Newt Gingrich. That's it for tonight.